Pacific, and I'm standing with the Commissioner General, Mr. Rujoki, and we're going to be sharing a few about what this particular event means to the country, and of course talk a little bit more about what revenue payers have contributed. So good evening, sir. Good. How are you? And
thank you very much. Thank you for joining us on this very important occasion. This is the day when we appreciate the most compliant taxpayers across the country. So these are taxpayers who file their returns for tax on time, who declare accurate returns, and who pay the fair share of tax. They are in different categories. So the top category are the Excel category. They pay the highest amounts and they are the most compliant in following those standards. The next category are called the vintage. Vintage, they may not pay the highest amount, but they show consistent growth year on year. So they are growing, they are showing commitment to being compliant. Then there is the next one, which is called the platinum. The platinum are chosen from every sector, manufacturing, banking, we still pick the most compliant. Then the last one is the CG award, which we give to our strategic partners, those who support our URA mission.
So, Commissioner General, I just want to talk to you about two fronts. The first front is on the tax waiver happening before the end of this year. What should taxpayers be looking out for to take advantage of a waiver like that?
Now, the taxpayer was a law passed by Parliament to help businesses who are struggling from the recovery of COVID. And it says that anyone who pays the principal tax, the penalty and interest will be waived off. Sometimes the penalty and interest are as much as the principal tax. So you find someone owing 200 million, but half of that 100 million is interest and penalty. So they should run and take advantage of that law because it is going to expire on 31st of December. So anyone who pays between now and 31st will only pay principal and then the interest and penalty will be waived. It's a very good law. It has been passed twice, 2 years consistently by Parliament, giving 6 windows. So I think this will be the last, and Ugandans are encouraged to take advantage. All taxpayers are encouraged to take advantage of this law.
And then seeing that the revenue body is targeting 31.5 trillion in tax collection this financial year, what new strategies have you tried to put in place to make sure that this target is reached? Of course, seeing that issues of IFRIS have also come in, and we also saw some backlash with the IFRIS system coming in a little while back. What new strategies have come in?
Now, the key strategies, one is closing all revenue leakages, and that is the issue of fighting corruption in the organization, among our partners who help us to collect tax, like clearing agents, tax agents, and even among the taxpayers. We are sensitizing them to avoid corrupt tendencies and shortcuts, to report them when they hear them, and we are firm to deal with that kind of forms of leakages of revenue. Number two, we are automating our processes and being more driven by data and information rather than guessing. So all these automation processes, including IFRIS, by the way, which is a very good technology, we have gone slow to first sensitize so that people understand it. When they understand it, they will embrace it because it's to their advantage. And many other technologies, digital stamps, rental technologies. So we are really deliberately embracing technology to help us serve our taxpayers more efficiently, but also assess them more accurately so that no one pays more than they should be paying. But also we are sensitizing, and this is one of the main things we achieve on a day like now. Show them who has been compliant, challenge them to aspire to be like them, and let everyone know the reason for paying tax. So we have a number of programs running on television, on radios, through workshops to sensitize citizens and all taxpayers in the country. We can only develop our beautiful country through contributing enough share of taxes. If we don't, we shall be betraying ourselves and the future. And we rally all Ugandans to join us. We can only succeed on this mission if we move together as a nation. Taxpayers, tax collectors, tax agents and other partners, and also our leaders. We are moving together.
Then lastly, as I close, I noticed that after the IFRIS backlash, you set up a tax information center in downtown Kampala. What has been the reception of the traders downtown ever since establishing some of these moves to make IFRIS more acceptable?
That office, which initially some were opposing, and it started in a container because we could not easily find the building at the time of fighting with the community then, has been very, very helpful. Every day we get more than 100 walk-ins to ask for different assistances on tax. How do I assess my tax? How do I pay? How do I connect to IFRIS? How do I do this? It has been more helpful to the taxpayers, and now they like it. And finally, even those who had refused to give us premises to rent have invited us, so we will soon move into a big office which will serve them better. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Idris. God bless you and congratulations. All right then. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commissioner General of URA, Musunguzi John Rujoki, of course informing us on the way taxpayers have been making it happen. Now, of course, we all know that the target URA has this financial year is 31.5 trillion shillings in revenue collection. Whether they'll beat that target, we'll have to see the rest of this year to find out. Otherwise, I send it back to you, Lorraine, in studio. Wadulo Mark Arnold here in Nakawa at the URA headquarters.